Yes, I'm up here now. Thought it'd be better, so you can see my portrait down at the bottom. Um, I was talking to these drunk guys last time. This guy's no. He's got any
Good to see you, friend.
rosemary?
Do I
Okay.
have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Spreads his arms as if wanting to embrace you. Deal set up for me? What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Oh. Amphetamine?
Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed.
You meant by speed, he meant amphetamine.
Aye, that's what I said.
Okay.
Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
There's an adventure you set up here.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
Oh, what do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor ex-squeeze, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now, I got everyone on my hook.
Spreads his arms, smiles crooked toothless smile.
The hook? Where is it? I can't see it.
It's like your own, looks like you're on your own hook too.
Of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people.
Buddy boy.
He has long forgotten what you were talking about.
Why does bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
Now let him speak.
You know, it's funny, actually.
He bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of Pilsner and stares at you intently.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What is?
What?
Keep him talking.
What do you mean, what? What did you think was funny earlier?
This guy.
Says, shakes his index finger at you. Where did you get the bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
Really? Spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
Sounds dangerous.
It was. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Assholes.
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies.
Gets an excited gleam in his eyes.
Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila. What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol.
Snakes or intestinal worms?
Ah.
2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
3?
Don't say it.
Think it will prove useful? Yes.
£3 and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Well done. You got it.
Yoink!
That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
Here's money for the spirits.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
If you drink this, then you'll die. That's a fact. And that's why we're going to save you from yourself and store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
Oh.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Way too rough. I was just getting it because I figured I need it for a quest or something. Whereas Kim didn't have anything to say during that whole exchange. But if Q now wants it, oh, my spirits Q now. This. Post-it letters reads Mazat. Not Hazmat. Your type of motor carriage adorns these reads. That's a Noland Dent Sank, an unsuccessful model. 25. For those of you who don't speak French. Quick drum pulse. Music coming from somewhere in the ice. Looking back at you from the rust-colored water is me. So that my reflection or an evil doppelganger. Here we are at Baba Yaga's house. Shadow of a very large building fall on you. When you get crushed by the shadow. Also shrouded in dark or something like that. It's too dark to tell. Can't shine the flashlight inside. Dusty pews of shadows, many seem to be missing. Signs read St. Brun, 1147.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Rattle the door, see if that.
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
And my hand over the beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Close look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Interesting sticker, you say?
You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
Is it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Seen this symbol before, Kim?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Okay. What is a junior delinquency? Just kids being naughty?
For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law.
So yes.
These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
What's the handkerchief in his coat pocket? What is suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Very modern, but what is the cheery doing on these things? Padlock, padlock, padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
My gloves on and try to peel off the sticker, maybe. Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker.
You don't say.
It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also,
If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way. It does seem rather irrelevant to our case.
What's that noise? Not right now, because I gotta put my interfacing gloves on, you know. Hope Kim doesn't get mad if I put on my conical hat.
heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand
I'll
shut.
peel off the stickers. We're gonna
The
do.
rectangular sea-worn. There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Sticker on ledger, right on the cover. Would I put it in the ledger or on the ledger? Cast your vote now. Ah. Where it belongs? Well, it says it's where it belongs is in.
Looks like today was Gold Star Day.
Really?
If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way. It does seem rather...
Got to style my paperwork. Anyway. So, dead phone, smash receiver like someone hung up to her. Must have worked out, smashed the plastic dome. I bet. Too hard, or played too hard, more like.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Maybe a clue?
A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jackets?
Could have been multiple seagulls.
A poet could write a dozen verses and still not begin to capture the profound vexation in that sigh. You should still take it.
Filthy jacket. It's interactable.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
How does jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
I'm ready.
Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously.
I'll think about it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it.
Yeah?
It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Okay, what's the crust made of?
Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night.
Ooh, scary.
The faint impressions of many footprints are also present, though it's impossible to tell what kind or how many. Suffice to say, the jacket spent some time on the ground before someone draped it over the railing.
What happened when someone put it on the railing?
The crust is hard. This jacket spent at least a day baking in the sun. Who knows what happened to it then?
I'll just pretend I didn't think about any of this.
It's too late. You've already thought about it, and now your hands are covered in muck.
Ew, 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 flick my hands.
Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Hit me with some more magnesium, Doc. Is there a body in this barrel, do you think? No. Makeshift roof. Vagrants tried to make the boardwalk habitable. Tarp will keep out neither rain nor snow nor wind. Coin-operated weighing machine has been used for decades. Vagrants recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. Exciting. Megavino's prescription lenses. They look like fun. This idiotic idea were square and beige plastic frames anyway. Beige is a color that does not look good on anyone. Not to mention, seeing the world through these exceedingly thick lenses feels almost nauseating. Homeless people sure leave a lot of, like, loose change laying around, don't they? Just an observation. Big wine canister. It's open and empty.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
Isn't it just the rotting fish?
Don't be naive.
Oh no.
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. It is death. It must be.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose. There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
I love terror. Examine.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
Lieutenant looks in the can, eyes watering from the smell. Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
Give your inside of your lungs a healthy coating. Them the kebab wrapper.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
What glasses should I put on for this? Let's get encyclopedia, but minus perception. Biker glasses. Inland Empire glasses. My auditor glasses. My corpse handling gloves. Here's our Vic.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
Lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. 2 bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Investigate? We already have 1 murder on our hands now.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Spider-Man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom-made.
Search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Oh, I will. Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark.
Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build, age approximately 50 to 60 years.
Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Examine the man's head. That's where we're examining him anyway.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
It's hard to say.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
The death by misadventure is the term, I believe.
Tear all around us.
Looks at the two other bottles forgotten near the coin-operated viewer. Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Let's have a looky-loo.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Ah.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
Look south, where you came.
That's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
Well, another old drunkard to me. We don't label him an alcoholic. It's a bit premature. We don't know anything yet.
We do know that he was married.
The lieutenant points to the ring on the man's left hand. The flesh around it is swollen gray.
But you're right. Let's not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he is an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
A library card. I wonder if he's the husband of that lady at the bookstore. What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Benches. When will people learn? The bane of our society. Do you think he was drunk?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. With the alcohol poisoning and liver failure.
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
Yes. He died of liver failure and then hit his head. What about kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the Pox.
The pox.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Maybe we should be responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's dangerous.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
Okay. Could it be related to the lynching? No. I doubt that very much. Okay, right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What do we do with him? Should we poke him with a stick?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, Or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on, what a field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
That's no fun. Isn't that kind of sloppy?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
Can't let them have all the fun. We found him. We'd finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Library card found in the pocket of the dead man on the Martinez boardwalk. It's still slightly damp to the touch. Cover bears a stamp of Jamrock Public Library.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Billy.
Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
We'll look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Good idea. There was plenty of information here to go by.
Let's have a gander inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
A man of culture, I see. Rated viewers out of order. This is the coin viewer. Hold on to something. The wind is so strong. What's that say? What did the blue thing say? Moonshine probably smells like tasty fermentation. Tasty fermentation. Oh. It's the busted phone again. Fires cover the long dusty windows.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Raise his collar of his bomber jacket. Relax. Hey kid, want to see a dead body? It's just up there.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
Blonde man standing next to his son, pointing at the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
On hypertext.
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
Okay, you and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, touching his worm-themed coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into Worms lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
Okay.
Wow, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
Do they? I hit him up for money. So fascinating with an empty old building.
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raised his hand to his eyes, springtime sun warming his handsome face. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you.
What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Look at the building before you. Isn't that where I tried to contact before?
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
I thought you ever heard this felt electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve? I'm mixing my metaphors here.
And what was that, Ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
A tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
Grins, admiring the sentence he just produced.
He assumes something like a combat stance, facing the wind.
What happened?
Indeed. What?
What?
The revolution!
Revolution! Boy rips his nose on his sleeve.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
Pauses, pointing to the other building, then continues.
All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
You saying that Fell Electrical built this boardwalk? Now we know how to sue.
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
Tom looks wistfully at the horizon as if picturing gondolas rising to the sky.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
From the engineers and company people.
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers.
Cover your ears, kid.
Wait, is he saying that we should just bypass the excesses of the revolution?
Turn to Mikhail. It means they'll die to the hands of the communists.
Officer, I told you this chapter of history wasn't on Mikhail's curriculum yet. Let's keep this kid friendly.
The boy looks first at you, then back at his father, confused.
He needs to hear the truth. What did the revolutionaries do with those advanced tape computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
What was that?
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bombessier dans le Linde. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
How did those tape computers work? Did they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team, trying to...
Wait, did he just say Wompty Dumpty Dum Center?
Wumpty Dumpty did.
What the hell is a Wompty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
Okay, the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. Paul Uckerman, Keith and Guy Juiced. What are you talking about?
The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Art. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
Uh-huh. Come on, there's no place called the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center of Arts.
Actually, I think there is. No, it's too much. He's joking.
In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
There's his throat.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
There's him to get some of those.
Even one would be very useful. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to the precious device. So they did. The Feld playback experiment vanished into the fires of 07.
The Feld playback experiment, you say?
Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Feld playback experience, but those are incorrect.
Why did the revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
Takes a step back. The boardwalk creaks mournfully in the wind. Something
Of
else?
course. What else?
Great, thanks for all the interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
Whatever, man. We unlock these. Drive me crazy. Humpty Dumpty Dom Center. Another power box. Charges nothing now, it's empty. Mr. Prybar. What's that? Ooh, $5. Beams are splintered, the bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. Fiends! You didn't want to call him that a homicide or the death right away, did you, Kim? Because I got some exploring to do. Boathouse today. Section of the coast hasn't been used in decades. More glasses. Size Superstar sunglasses. What's the story behind those, do you think? Stardom, too dazzling for your eyes. You can't bear to look at your own fabulous reflection in the mirror. These are classic oversized glasses are for you. Although shoddily constructed, strong breeze might blow it over. Ancient paint peels off the roof of this shaded bench covered in rust. No.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Visual calculus. Why so many bullet holes?
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them. A dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
I'd say so. The people against the wall.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes. ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background.
Look at the soldiers.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Look at the person standing on the side.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air, the lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Cam, who was who in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
What was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
What about people from the coalition, the so-called moralists?
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Okay then.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
That says, entree into tape. Walks over some more shoddy planks. Get some money. And some booze. We're all set. Pupo? What? What even is that thing? Small wireframe inside this futurist-looking fallen Pipo hat. Pipo hat gives the aerodynamic shape of swoop skier's helmet, but none of its protective qualities. Covers the wearer's ears, eyebrows to bring down the drag coefficient. 2 logic, -1 perception. Potent Pilsner, another Commodore Red. Door's only barred shut, it's inaccessible. Even my pry bar? Let's see if I... Is that the guy up there looking for the bugs? Many cages, I think it is.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
Crikey!
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Gary the crypto-fascist is against the police?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Lena Sandwich has been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn waterlock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass, not like walking over a nice waterlock.
I don't think I need to tell them it was me that did it, do I? Eyeglass, that's always nice. That's some shivers. That's nice. Action speed seems like a really reasonable one to level up, doesn't it? Hold yourself together, isn't that what the composure does? So many choices. And eye coordination. Haven't done it yet, though. Waterlocks and face was fine when I crossed it.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon! If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
He refastens a bit of netting that has come loose in the wind. Smell this phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
Makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case.
What specialized techniques does the phasmid using to hide itself?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolve, without studying a live specimen.
A ghost insect, he said? These people are looking for a ghost.
Ghost insects, you're ghost hunters.
No, that is precisely what we're not. We are zoological specialists, looking for an extant species of phasmid.
How big is it?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Leaves conclusion up to you. Are you interested in this stick bug? Are there more sensational animals out there?
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of my, of any, cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
What have you discovered so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say.
Perdido.
No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's ever found one.
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
Cryptologist says brusquely enough that even he seems taken aback by it.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Lena said there has been a sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out?
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
Well, that's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Tell me more about the traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Lena designed them?
Yes.
How do they work?
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
Carnivorous stick insect seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
Well, that's good to hear. What will you do if the traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Let me ask you something else here.
What?
How do you return to your woman?
By woman, you mean my wife, I assume. I will return to her. I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Looks south where Lena would be.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Come on, do this for yourself, not her.
I'm doing this for science, and so is she.
Didn't know the phasm was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
She's seen it?
Really? She sighted the phasmid? She didn't tell me that.
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Carlson continues.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Maybe go back to the whirling, warm up, come back to check on the traps later.
No, no, no. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
What if we check on the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Looks at you with obvious surprise. I'm silent. Which zoology and detective work are very similar.
Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to detail, and, above all, persistence.
Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them...
Gestures to the trap in front of him.
You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
That seemed like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture?
So the knowledge is its own justification.
Is it?
But if there's a phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
What if I encounter the phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Come on me.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Let on me thick, present your armpit. He does you the odd smelling spray, double helping as you present the other armpit. Gives you a satisfied nod.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
The lieutenant with the stain puts the spray back in his pocket.
Right, which means you two can pack up and go back to the boiling.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt. What about his eager-to-leave friend Gary there? Talk to him too, perhaps.
Heavy blockades are rolled with bullet holes crumbling. Talk to Gary.
Hello, I'm Gary. Very generous of you to help us out, officer. Yellow man. I mean, officer.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about, after a little probing first.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Me included.
Degenerates, this man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage, pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
Prove so that I'll be in trouble. Neither of those things I can assure him. By the books, clean as a whistle officer of the law, and when he was tempted to touch intoxicants. Degenerates have been trained to identify the slightest hint of degeneracy by the preeminent authority on it.
Oh, I didn't mean it in any scientific way.
He's gaseous to pellicellular logs. Is this your mug? Show me mug.
My mug? Why would you think that?
His eyes widen at the sight of the mug. He's seen it before, all right.
Seemed like you were calling to it longingly when you cried Yellow Man.
Oh, no, that's not... Why would I be calling to a broken mug?
Well, it seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching?
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you?
A fine slip for tomorrow. I just want information.
Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
There's so many worth.
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
How'd you get in the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Why'd you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the whirling and rags, into the trash container?
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
Oh, please do.
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Yes, what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
Changed his mind mid-sentence.
Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
What's that strange sound?
What sound?
Clinking I heard when you moved.
Really?
He fans his arms out slowly, and this time the motions are soundless.
There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily abandoned.
Strange sound,
What
Gary.
sound?
Don't mess with me, I think you know what I'm talking about.
I haven't the slightest. There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily abandoned.
You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded.
Let's move on.
I hope I can help your investigation, in my small way.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi?
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be a really good one?
Yes.
Well, this is that racist.
Uh-huh. He is not compared to measure as, I don't know, like the previous race better. It raises Gary. There's 3 wishes, Gary.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
Lieutenant is a native of Rushall.
Oh, yes, of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
Cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
After all this time with Morel, he must have an opinion on cryptids. This could lead to a good one.
I'm into cryptids. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, yes, the burning rhino. Morel doubts he's real, but I don't much care, because I won't be the one looking for him out in Safra Serai.
Burning rhino sounds like a bar name. What's a burning rhino?
A rhinoceros that looks ordinary during the day, but burns brightly by night. Well, at least the males do.
How do they burn?
They have special ducts just above their shoulder blades that secrete a combustible fluid. When the rhino is just beginning to light itself, it looks as though it has wings of fire.
But how is this combustible fluid lit?
Does the lighting of the fluid actually work?
The rhino starts running very fast to build heat, then stops, raises its head, and sparks fly from its neck, setting its back ablaze.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah, well, Revacol used to be a flaming rhino once, a long time ago. That seems unlikely too, doesn't it?
Super solid argument, Gary. Can't argue with that.
Why only the males burn?
The flames are not just for decoration. They are an integral part of the beast's mating behavior.
How so?
During the burning rhino's mating season, herds of male rhinos, all aflame, encircle herds of female rhinos, forming a fiery ring as they begin to copulate loudly.
Sexy.
Local peasants call it the passion ring. They fear the rhinos, as perhaps they should.
The lieutenant sighs without looking up from his notes.
Anything about the man who's hand the whirling in rags?
I told you everything I know, sir. I'm truly sorry for the mug. but I have nothing to do with that.
Everything is closed.
He's not feeling too comfortable in his own skin. Odd, I'd say. Uncomfortable shifting around doesn't make him the killer, though. It's something else.
Okay. Let's shift around like that. Analyze his composure.
Is he?
Ah!
He's looking comfortable enough. Maybe it was just beads. Sounded like beads. But what kind of beads might a man like Gary be hiding beneath his clothes?
Candle beads, prayer beads, cross-dressing. Those prayer beads that you keep hearing.
I don't pray, officer. Faith in non-existent helpers is a sign of weakness, not for proper Revicolian men such as ourselves.
But it's a piece of the armor, isn't it? Good cooperation, sir.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look around.
Behind you, a ruined residential building looms over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. They rustle confidentially, in tune with the pitter-patter of the rain.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
How
Big
disappointing.
surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
I'll say no, just put the
You
trap down.
set the apparatus back on the ground, among the reeds.
I neglected that side of the river or whatever this is. Never explored up here, did I? Got a lot of patience to do this. Stacking rocks, I bet. The moss on these stones are probably stolen from someone's garden. Pastel, someone's trying to bring cheer to the world. Tribalistic market was covered in little humanoids. Bolster of the ice keeps it Tentarex. Gosh, some unending party.
A pane of Etonite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
I'll come back to it in a second.
A shaggy-looking girl, in her late teens or early 20s, kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Raising child, where's your hat?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
Should have a hat on.
So should you.
I do. I should, and I do.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in this cold weather.
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
Look, the hat. Is that kind of language really necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
There's a pained expression on her face. She answers your questions now. What's your name?
A cell.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
Cell the femme cell. And your surname?
Why?
Why indeed? Forget it.
Okay.
What device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
The wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Okay then. Mike Tyson of this reality. And it was my wife's name, well, my mother.
No. You're welcome.
How does this thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where'd you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Elysium.
Oh? What's Palaceon?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Sounds interesting. Who's this Arno guy?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
I twerk. Means I'm hip beyond my ears.
That's cool.
Doesn't know what to say. You're right. Time's deserted me.
Sucks, man. Was there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps?
Doesn't know any questions for you.
Okay.
What are you doing in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
What are you recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
That's your forehead?
What happened to the old headphones?
Up into the headphones.
My boyfriend sold them.
Dope money, I bet. What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
Suspicious. What are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps.
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain. Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
Rubs your shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible, like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill, the quivering jaw, indications of a drug high.
Take this, you're cold.
Somebody gonna take off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that.
She has a
I'm sorry
jacket.
about the fuck.
She has a jacket. She needs a hat.
It's okay.
Can I give her my hat? This is where a hat will come in handy.
Yeah, maybe you were right about the hat.
Can I choose which hat I give her? More questions. So it's supposed to be a music place. What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
And who are these boys?
The boys, eh?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing in here while their boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Like what?
Music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Like those headphones your boyfriend sold?
Yep, they were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those.
Just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze.
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
It's probably amphetamine. It makes you feel impervious to the elements, but doesn't actually make you any less cold.
Why? Why can you take it?
I got my recordings to do. I feel better outside.
Plan covers her. Wave breaks close by and covers her in a cold spray.
Go ahead.
More questions? It's music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah.
She looks at the old wooden church up in the poles as a mean wind comes bellowing to the 6-story structure. It's a doleful shriek. So you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Don't know where you got that idea.
Come on, man, don't mess around. Maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
What is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Okay. Electronic instruments? Like the microphone?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
This is an evolutionary step up from amplified instruments, which in turn are a step up from acoustic instruments. What comes after it, you wonder? A black-tinted nothingness or something finer?
Go ahead.
Okay, that's it for
Okay,
now.
bye.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Bring Kona with me. Squeeze in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
Really?
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Just for you to squeeze in. Smells like sweat laundry detergent. It's a trace of ether. Coupénage and it starts forward. There's just what appears to be water, like it says distilled. Oh, nasal spray, brand name, Nose-Fed Ultra. Speaker, become used for live music.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair, aggressively so. You get the sense that this is what the future will look like.
I bet.
Imbecilic. Yes, should the future ever come, it will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy.
This sounds a douche. I'm not gonna shake his hand.
This is my posse. Noid.
Pause with his hand still hanging in the air.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead. Egg!
Egg! They play high above Satanist buzz probably anodic music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Talking. Right, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
That's what I thought. Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's something you wanted? Your friend has told us that there was a problem in the church?
Ah, so you've met her. Good. Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads. Burnouts.
Angrily spits on the screw, then starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in
I
Jamrock.
really don't.
Nah, strike that in Revershoal.
Strike that.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
Worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
Opinion, you're expert in those. Sign up for narcotics of any kind. No narcomaniacs on my watch. Shake her gravely.
Yes. And the worst part is, they're also spooky.
What does that mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll look into it, tell me more.
All right, man.
Did you put the padlock on the door?
Yes. I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
What with the key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Speed Freak dips into his belt pack, removes the yellow key, makes a sudden, cool-infused move, tossing it in your general direction. With the cool cock, its key as it flies towards you.
You sense the trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Catch it.
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The Speed Freaks nod to you approvingly.
Baskin glory.
The young man with ribcage-shaped suspenders looks at you, standing there, with a goofy grin on your face. The word august, used as an adjective. That's how cool it feels to be old and cool in the eyes of the young. Let's face it, you're near death, yet bathed in the golden rays of stately grandeur, like a late summer's day.
How long?
A daddy-o.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
I mean, we sure they haven't starved to death.
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Andrew, you know what involuntary manslaughter means?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
Yeah, I catch your drift.
I knew you'd get it. You're one smart cop.
I goodbye, no, I was out of the
He
padlock.
nods attentively.
Other questions?
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Mention the kind of Ecclesiastes own the church. Where are these Ecclesiastes?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Humor me, Andre. What is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
And?
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian Church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system, no?
What's your opinion with this ancient religious organization who anoints innocents want to club granite, hypnotic music in one of their churches?
Totally.
I'll trace it out in his voice.
The Pericarnassian Church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance!
Violently shakes his tape player so you can break it.
Love is hardcore! Unity!
Unity.
Unity!
Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse!
Turns the volume up, looks you with a knowing nod. It's obvious will now break into dance.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
This is too much. No sane organization, all this level of absurdity in their church.
That's pretty downbeat. I think I speak for all of us when I say we expected the law to be more open to the idea of love, unity, and the Pericarnassian posse.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I guess it is. So, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. His expectation is fierce.
What do I do with this temple of equipment?
Yes. What?
What the engine starting fluid for? A bottle of Brelange.
It's for starting engines, man.
What engines do you start with it?
What's with the goddamn Romangarod earrings? It's cold. The fluid's for the generator.
Keep on it, sire.
Is the extra high ether kind of working out for it? Does it do the trick?
I guess it does.
You're not completely satisfied yet.
Super! Not what is ethyl ether anyway.
No idea, man.
Did you know ethyl ether is used as a light anesthetic and a solvent and an explosive and for manufacturing amphetamine?
What's all the nose fit?
The what now?
That's the nasal spray in the corner. The nose fit all three of a line around.
Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
That's fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosefed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Ah.
Nosafed is the shit.
But I have some of those problems too.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The noser. Blast away.
Supposed to run water?
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
That's distilled too.
Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
Hate to tell you, but it reeks of sweat in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
Wait, I also smell ether. Why?
Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
No,
There's a peculiar chemical scent like laundry detergent.
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. They look and act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share. Unlike the girl outside, however, the boy's breathing is regular. Their jaws stay put and their pupils aren't dilated, so they're not under the influence, currently. At least, not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't rule out hallucinogens, benzos, some depressants. How do you know all this?
Alright then.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Godly amount of logic? What are these people in the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
They're safe and sorry anymore, you told me?
Yes, there's also the machinery. When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
one of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
You haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone, or something, eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
That's the chick from the behind the bookstore, I bet. Everyone else is dope. Sure, the Burnet's dope as you haven't seen them.
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
This is a below-feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything wrong with that, are you?
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you.
Makes little quotation marks with his fingers and he says technology. More about this machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
Well, it's the same thing watching you.
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a ghost. Do you know what he means?
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crabman.
Crabman. My name is Earl.
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behavior.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures, and not known for climbing walls.
Sure there was a crabman?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
Alright.
Sure. What?
Because of this logic shot here.
a number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
In the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. Before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
I was good enough in the job to be awarded the rank of lieutenant. You're afraid there. I could be a captain. Imagine that.
What happened?
I did. I happened myself.
That's a real downer.
Well, obviously that might as well have been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent.
A girl cell as high as a kite out there. It must have been hard for you boys to keep sober for this meeting.
We don't need drugs to be hardcore.
Shut the fuck up, Egg.
We don't say egg, but you need drugs to get through the days when you're not expecting me.
Climb down from the equestrian monument, cop man. Consciousness is new to the universe. We all have our ways to ease the shock.
Get off your high horse, he means. So does the cell need drugs more than you?
We know she has a problem, man. We're working on it. She didn't exactly have a smooth adolescence.
Bottom line is I know.
What exactly is it you know?
It's in the makings of a club. It's a tent full of leveraged equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
And he loses his friend. No headphones. No headphones. Wouldn't a cell need headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawn them like for lab equipment and drug ingredients.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
The nose vet is here. Of course, active ingredients.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine. Almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
The ethyl ether from Kupla is solvent, good for getting acting agent out of a solution.
Make up your mind. First is the sweat, then it's the ether.
Distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker, you only have one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
No need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
Sure, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Preposterous?
I meant to say, not true.
What are you going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
Tell me what's really going on and we'll work from there. I can be lenient.
What do you mean by lenient?
We'll see, no speak.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth, but closes it again, then finally raises his hands.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revershall.
Because we are! We totally are!
We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
You know, to get our foot in the door.
Why do you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
Bribe, arrest them, evict them. Just... lab. Both. Do. I can't just let them go. I mean, you really. Over precinct 41.
No, please!
One's the large head presses stop on the tape player. Silence, you can hear the spindle outside.
There needs to be a club for Nordic music in there. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time.
So Smiley looks heartbroken, older than you thought he was.
He looks almost as old as you.
Oh.
We need a win. I promise you this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
Law, if you avoid the call, will fugitives and hunt you down.
No! What does that even mean?
45 years old.
Fuck, man. You said you'd be lenient. What happens at the station?
Case will be reviewed. Might get prosecuted or not, we'll see.
Fine. I guess we're truly done.
First, I need to sell your identification documents.
The would-be leader pulls out a card from his jacket pocket and hands it to you. The name reads Pete Andre. His friend hands you his papers. The name reads Carl Holtzman.
Jermaine Vanderwijk.
Write the names down in your paperwork and hand to them each a form.
I guess that's that.
Pack it up, Egg.
Now, let's get here before that music kills us. Well, that was a situation, wasn't it? Yeah, thanks for sticking around, though, guys. Like, comment, sub, you know. On YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, you know. And as usual, I wish you a good time wherever you are. Bye-bye for now.